Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. This is Sandy, and this morning we're going to make this fabulous fall harvest vase. And I'm going to show you how inexpensive it can be, because just because you're a homesteader or just because you're on a very limited budget doesn't mean you can't have things that are spectacular. Now, everything that I got, other than the glue, was on clearance. And most of it, 90% off. So let's go make a beautiful fall display. Tools that we're going to use. Now, I went out to the garage, got some different nippers and wire cutters because we will need those. There's two different types of stones. You could use very large stones, or you could use some small stones, colorful stones. That's really up to you. Now, I got my vase at the Dollar Tree store. I actually paid $1.75 because it's never $1 anymore. And then clear Elmer's glue. Now, my best find I actually got last year on clearance when it was the end of fall. They were selling all their Christmas stuff, so everything was 90% off. So like anything that was, like this was $11.99, so I paid $1.19 for. But we're going to make our display with all these fabulous different pieces. Now the first thing we're going to do is we are going to pour some of that glue into this vase. And the glue is going to make it look like water. So I'm just going to turn that upside down and I'm going to let that do it. And I'm going to use those big stones. It doesn't really matter. That's up to you. And a lot of it depends on what flowers or display items you're going to put in there. So I am actually going to have very fall, very rustic kind of thing. So I am using these ones. I got this whole bag on clearance for $1.12 from Hobby Lobby. So let's get the rest of that glue in there. And that should be enough. Go a little more than half. Then I'm just going to start dropping those in there. And see how it looks like water inside there? Now you choose how many stones you want to put in there. But the reason why you put stones in there is because you don't want your top part with all your fall display to be too heavy and topple it over. But I just love this idea. Now, the glue takes a while to dry. So you're just, when you get your display done, you're just going to set it someplace and just let that dry. But it's something you can use year after year, each fall. And you can just wrap it up and save it for the next year. Now that's probably enough stones for me. You want to trim yours first before. So it has little notches. And if you break those first, then it's much easier to cut that wire. And almost all of these are bendable so that you can adjust. So let's start with some of the center ones. Now I love this. So that, and I'm just gonna kind of tuck it in and move it around my rocks. Some things you don't have to even adjust. You can put it just right in that glue. Now it's a display, so you want to make sure you have stuff all the way around. So don't just put it in the front. You want to be putting some of your displays in the back, on the sides, so that no matter where you look at it, it's spectacular. While you're working, you want to make sure that every stem does go in the glue so that even after it's dry and it got toppled over, nothing would come out. I do like things that drape also. So I'm gonna put this. Now it's draping too far down, so I can just take my nippers and nip part of that. So I think I'm a little heavy on this side, and so I need something over here to kind of balance that out. Maybe this or this on this side, or maybe just part of this. I could cut that part off and then add this together with it. And there is my beautiful display. It literally cost me less than $25. I am going to put it on the mantle. I do have it crazy in the back too, so I could put it either direction, but it's more facing this way. And let's look. See how that glue went up higher on the vase? We have the stones to make it very sturdy. And I love it. I love these things. They're just so weird and fun. And there it is on my mantle. I love it. And what a great way to have a fall display at a little cost. Keep your eye out on those sales, ladies. And I hope you enjoyed how easy that is. This is Sandi, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. And I will see you next time.